Yo, check it out, y'all. Sick Kid Stranger repping Buddy Records and Buddy TV, and this is where hip hop has no borders. Tonight's guest, DJ Billi Hendrixxx in the house. You know what I'm saying? I think we on episode 34, season 4. So definitely, appreciate you sharing your time. You know what I'm saying, and joining us here in the studio. Um, I'm I'd like to hear a little bit of the backstory. You know what I'm saying? What or who inspired you to get into DJing?
Man, it was a culmination of things. There was a time I was in Europe playing football, and you know, at our off time we would and party, So a lot of the time we end up being by the DJ, of some sort. So like just being back there, vibing with them, and then even just talking to them in general.
Yeah.
Um, and then it would translate for me like in one weekend I remember I flew back um, out to see my son. It was to see my son first, but I also knew that Art District was happening that Saturday. You know,
Mm,
so like I kind of had it all planned out. Like I was gonna go see my son and stuff, and then I was gonna go to Art District, and I was gonna take a flight back, and go back to Europe. So um, I came back, did exactly that, and like I was up there with Bolton and with Monster, and I just remember that night, after being, already in the club scene and stuff back in Europe. I
mm,
just remember that night, like it fascinated me in a completely different way than like ever before, just like it was back then
mm.
and there,
Yeah, yeah.
But it was just like back home, me being back in like my domain and like, where I would say more comfortable, made me realize like I could actually do it too, you know.
Mm.
So watching them, being like true pioneers that they've been to the community, uh, shoot, I went from there. And on that flight home, kind of started formulating this plan, and then as I was there, kept doing it,
Yeah.
and then I actually tore my ACL and MCL and like the day before the championship. And I was playing over there, and I had offers to go to training camps for the Bills and the Buccaneers at the time. This is back in 2017,
Yeah.
which they just started like accepting receivers that were built like me because I was more of like a little slender. As you know, there's more of like Justin Jeffersons and stuff like that that are like the biggest and like. But like I think at the time he went to LSU, it was like something Dupree or something. I remember, but like when my agent was telling me that I like had the chance to go, I didn't believe it because I'm like, I was like my aunt, think I gotta be bigger. But then when I
Yeah.
saw him get drafted, it was like, dang, this is real because he's built just like me, and I run a
Mm.
faster 40. So you go on. I had to finish the season before I could go do my thing. So went to finish it, like I said, the day before, tore it. And then I knew right then and there, having my son, I didn't really have the time rehab, you know, and then after rehab, you still got to get your feet back underneath you, and then it's a whole process. It's like a 2 3 year process, you
Yeah.
know. So then on my way home, on that flight, 19-hour flight back home, that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go at this DJ stuff like full fledged as hard as I can, you know.
Mm.
And, yeah, started in
What was your first your first move After telling yourself that. You know what I'm saying?
First move was getting a laptop. That was literally the number one thing. I couldn't do nothing without getting a laptop. And man, good friend of mine, she called me. And then I kid you not, didn't ask or nothing. This is like, let me see. I come back home. Come back home. I'm trying to think, bro, how long it was. Cause I ended up getting to having some girl problems. You feel me? When I got back, so I had to like move. I had to completely move away. You know, and it wasn't nothing that I did. It was just, well, that's a lie. That's a complete lie. It was more of like I was just I was young, you know, and I would like that. And that was it, bro. And it wasn't like even they didn't take anything away from me being a father or me focusing on being a father because I was still that too, you know. But like at the same time, bro, I was like, you know, still having fun. But then these girls get mad at me, so I had to move.
He said I was knocking them down.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, from 3. For sure. They call me Billy Curry. Yeah, for sure. Billy Butler, something like that. Nah. Then so what ends up happening is I moved to my grandmother's. You feel me? I moved to my grandmother's, and in the verge of me moving there, all I'm doing is keep forming this plan. Is just I'm getting it all coming together. I've got my name. I got everything together. It's just this laptop.
Yeah.
But then one day I get a call while I'm there. Hey, I got this laptop. My daughter's getting a new one. And this one, it still works and everything. And I didn't know if you needed one. And actually, I take that back. I think I put it in the air like I needed a laptop to start this.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then she hit me. I was like, I got one. And then, then after that, I met up with her. She gave it to me. And I hit up Quez. Shout out my boy Quez. Hit up Quez. And I'm like, bro, guess what? Because it finally happened. So I'm like, bro, guess what? He's like, what? So I'm like, I'm about to become a DJ, bro. He's like, man, that's crazy because at the time he's going to be an artist.
Okay.
So we both started our careers together. You know what I mean? So that's where that link comes from as well. But no, back to it. You get the laptop, and then after that, it's just I didn't even have no board or anything, but I'm still even the software I use is Virtual DJ. So. And shout out Virtual DJ, y'all. You guys are gonna sponsor me one day. Everybody has what they mix on, you feel me? But as far as me and even where I'm at, that's what I use. It's no as a professional, you are a professional how you use it. It ain't no you gotta use Serato and you gotta use this. It ain't no staple to this. It's what you feel comfortable with and how you work and it makes you your craft. Yeah, so and don't let no other DJ tell you anything other than that, or let them look down or talk down on you because I use Virtual DJ and I use it better than guys that use Serato. So it's just that simple. Anywho, back to it. I was Virtual DJ. You know, you can practice more with like just with just the software alone. So the break starts and all that stuff and hitting the cues, you hit the cues on there. Now it's hard to transition, but like as a guy that like me, oh man, I was putting in out of 24 hours, I was putting in 17, 18 hours every day. For every day. Then I'm not getting no looks. I'm just in my grandma's room. Not even my grandma's room. We moved into our other house. And that's when I actually had my own. I've always had my own room there, but this is the one that I really felt like was mine. You feel me? Okay. So like just being in my room at grandma's house, my nana's, and just every night locking in. Yeah. You know, I'll play some video games, get back to locking in, go chill with my cousin Kevin. Shout out my cousin Kevin too, because he inspired me too. to really, go out and chase it. And man, just kept going, and then that's when I met my girlfriend, and she's a nurse, so like I said, I wake up when she'd wake up. When we were talking outside, I wake up at she wake up at 5, 6. I'd wake up at 5, 6. And I wasn't able to contribute yet, but I knew where I was going with this, So I just told her to believe in me, honestly. And a lot of guys don't get that. So I'm very valuable and I'm very appreciative of that, So end of the day, every day she waking up, I'm doing it until she get off. And not even until she get off, I'm still doing it when she's off until she goes to sleep. I'm still up till she might wake up and I still might be on it. You know what I mean? And that led up all the way to me throwing my first party. I thought it was a Halloween party. And to tell you the truth, bro, you want me to be 1,000% honest? I wasn't supposed to DJ. I wasn't supposed to DJ the party, bro. Bro, I had my boy Rex is dead, and I had Ball. I'm pretty sure I had Balta. And I had Jorge at the time, JVZ. Man, something like that. I can't remember his DJ name vividly right now. But I had a lineup. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I had Baltimore. If I didn't, I think they pulled up. I gotta remember, but I know for a fact I had 2 other DJs. It wasn't supposed to be me. But mind you, I told you I've been practicing this whole time. Yeah. And my football coach, Kiwan, always told me, you stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. You feel me? So all I did was just stay ready, So then there was a crazy amount of events. So my boy Rex, he ends up getting drunk. He ends up getting faded, gone, So bang, he's doing his own thing, Yeah, he got to be taken care of. So I'm like, oh damn. But thank God, Jay, right? My boy Jay was there because he was supposed to DJ. He gets on, right? He gets on, and his board blows. His thing crashes completely. So now there's no music. Dang. And after that, man, all I remember is I had my laptop charging and my board was right there and everything. And not my board, but my laptop was right there. And I plugged it up. Mind you, the party was packed. That was one thing. At the time, I was always in the party scene, you know what I mean? Yeah. So everybody knew me as an athlete, but they also knew that I liked the party too. So it all translated, you know what I mean? So I was always known for what I did on the field or on the court, but then I was also outside of that known, oh, he's not just gonna give you 30 or score a touchdown on you. He's gonna come party with you too, and still go take care of whatever it is he needs to. That's how. So I built that relation with a lot of people, So then when I became a DJ, or even when I would throw a party, everybody was coming. If you were somebody, you're coming to my party for sure. And it's because you knew nothing was gonna happen. It was gonna be good vibes, and my reputation exceeded itself, because everybody would know how to conduct themselves at my party. They know there's never been a party of mine where I've had thank God, but I've never had that happen, which is a blessing, but that's what it's about, You're supposed to come here, go home, come here, party, go home safe, that's what it's about. So, yeah, bro, that night, bro, it was wall to wall, bro. I got on there, bro, and I rocked it, right? And then, my boy's apartment building was right across from think it's Olympic. Is it Olympic Tavern? Um, where's Olympic Tavern? Is Olympic Tavern on?
You would know more than me, bro.
Man, I forgot. It's Anywho, it was right by. I know it was over there, Tiger Tail for sure. That's what it was. I know. I just know the location. I just said, but man, it was just full. We had people walking from there, even to the after party because we threw the after party at my boy's apartment in his crib. But we had like people lined up, like it was like you would think you were at Magic City or something.
This is where here.
Here in Rockford, bro. This is on Middle School Road, bro. We had it like it was crazy. Like cops came, they didn't do nothing about it, bro, because it was just so calm and like. And there was a lot of people, but it was like everybody was just having a good time. This was a time where you could have a good time. No security. We had security for the main party, but the after party was no security, you know? And there's no problems, you know what I mean? It's just everybody chilling, getting together. You got people from all types of sides, you feel me? And it's not even about, it wasn't even like, it was like, it's just a mixture, variety of people, white, like you know what I'm saying? It's everything. It's everyone, bro. So it is just everyone having a good time, bro. So you got people from all different type of backgrounds getting together, having fun, bro, and going home safely, bro. So then that's when I really knew I had something, bro. And I remember the next morning calling my mom and telling her like, this is what I'm gonna do. And I understand it now being a father because you just want the best for your kids. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like, and then that conversation didn't go too well. You know what I mean? And I understand it. You know, I understand it. But it's just now like, I remember, and that was one thing that honestly like compelled me to go so hard because that conversation like it hurt. You know, because I just wanted her to be like, yeah, I understand. You know, but I get it. I get it completely. At the time, I didn't. It took me 5, 6, 7, 8 months for me to even get over that, you know? But like during that time, though, I just put my head down and knew what I was chasing, you know, and I knew what I was doing. It wasn't even just to prove, it was just to prove even myself, you know? Like I had to prove to myself this is like something I really wanted, you know, which later on down the line, I hit a standpoint where I was faced with like, is this something you really love or is this something you know? But
that was gonna be my next. Like, was there ever? My bad. Was there ever a point where you had, like, you were kind of like doubting, like, yo, I'm not even sure this is gonna work out?
Yeah, I would say at the beginning first. Like I said, I had the conversation with my mom. Now, after that conversation, I'm sitting there like, damn, like, you know, where do I start? Like, I don't know where I'm sitting there telling her this, but I don't even know where I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where am I going with it? You know, so that would probably, I would say that, and then like even just, you know, going from DJing for free to DJing for $100 to $125. You know what I mean?
Right.
Going through that part and phase was rough because like shoot, I ended up at my mom back at my mom's, you know, and after having that conversation with her, you know, and like it was like sure it was dang near like she was 100% right, which in the way she was because at the time it just wasn't clicking, but like even when I was there, I still was going hard, you know, and like I said, that way, the harder I went, we ended up able to get an apartment, you know, and then after that, moved on to the house. But I would say at the beginning, and then my accident is where it was like, do I even want to do this shit anymore? Excuse my language if I can. But do I even want to continue? Do I want to I didn't know if I wanted to continue anything, to be honest. Like, I'm being dead honest with you, bro. Like, I didn't, like, because I was in such a state of, like, I couldn't believe when it happened. I couldn't believe when it happened, bro. Like, so, like, being in that hospital room alone, a lot of those nights.
What was your like what was it that you had in your mind that was about to happen? Because you mentioned about the football, right?
Mhm.
Before you went got into DJing, but when you were doing the football thing, before you got your injury,
Mhm.
um, like where were you there? At like how did you feel? Like what is it that you were feeling like? Oh, like yo, it's about to happen. This is about to happen.
Oh, I thought I was going to the league for sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was going 100%. Like, I was going. Like, I might not have been like one of the star players, but I was definitely gonna be on somebody's team, whether it was being practice squad or whatever, bro. I was like right there, bro. I was right. I was literally right there. And then, like, as soon as that injury happened, that's when my mind shifted to this. And then, and so as I built it, bro, like, and I, like, to the point of my accident, bro, I was like, my accident, like, around the time of my accident, I had just made it like a year and a half, maybe 2 years go being full time. Like, maybe, I think, maybe. Yeah, 100%. It was like year and a half, 2 years. I'll say maybe two. But, like, I just made it to where I wanted to be, and where I was, like, I wasn't comfortable, but, like, I knew this was, like, all right, all those nights that you feel me? Even the stuff that I'm doing at the time, the people that I'm meeting, associating with, partnering with, everything, bro. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
One of the sponsors of the episode was Room Cheese. Spicy.
Stop, Woochie's spicy candy. I'm hot. Damn. Shit. Okay. It was some spicy candy. Damn.
Oh shit.
Damn.
You want some water?
No, I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. That just shocked the hell out of me. What the fuck? She was my French, but damn. Damn. That was crazy, bro.
They're addictive, bro.
Yeah. But damn. I'm gonna have to wait till afterwards. My taste buds tingling and shit. Crazy.
Yo.
Make sure I feel my tongue. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, there's.
But yeah, bro. And actually, it was just a turning point, though. That was when I really realized, like, this is something I love,
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. And
how do you feel now, like, as far as, like, where you're at in your career? Do you feel like,
pinch me, like,
yeah.
even though I'm not, like, we are critics and we all strive to be the best and to be, the Khaled's, used to be Diddy's and all that shit. You feel me? Like, taking away what I'm not even looking at it. There's no funny stuff, but, like, growing up, those were, like, the guys that you wanted to be like, or not even be like, but, like, you aspired to get to that level,
Yeah.
So even though I'm not at that level yet, where I'm at right now, bro, I would have never thought I would have been even here in a million years, bro, to be honest, bro. So, like,
The Rockford, you're the DJ for the Rockford Ice House, right?
1000%. Rockford Ice Hogs, Rockford Rivets, um, Rockford Lightning, Rockford Auburn High School basketball. If we're talking about sports, just sports alone,
Hmm.
football. I did the man. I forgot the name of their team, but man, there was a team in Rockford though that I DJ football for them too. But yeah, that's just like I said on the sports side. I feel like
Sounds like you're that guy for the whole sports here.
yeah, for the sports scene, man. I mean, for honestly, bro, for every scene, bro. Like that it's just one of them that I truly know because I've been there. I was an athlete, I know what they want to hear. I know what it's like to have what you need to hear playing, especially on that key game or whatever what's going on. It's a real psychology behind it.
You miss it?
Do I miss
Playing
playing?
football?
Um, nah, bro. Not really, bro. Hell, nah, bro. A lot of people miss it because they didn't give it their all, or they didn't get a chance to do what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? And honestly, bro, I did what I set up to do. My whole thing was just to go play pro football somewhere, bro. I went and played overseas, and I had my opportunity. It was right in front of me. That just wasn't the way God wanted me to go, So even sports, like I played college basketball before I played football. I wasn't even a football player. I was a basketball player my whole life. I switched over to football. I switched over to football after my sophomore year of college.
Why did that happen?
My son, and I knew that was going to be the quickest way for me to make some money. To be honest, especially using the talents that God gave me, because I knew I still had them, but I just knew basketball. 6'5" in basketball, I'm a shooting guard, point guard, especially now at the best. 6'4", 6'5", point guard, shooting guard. But you translate that over to the football field, 6'4", 6'5", running 4'5", 40. You feel me? That's like being 6'10" on the basketball court. You know what I mean? So and everybody said I was better in football than I was basketball, and I was recruited by Division Ones in basketball. You know what I'm saying? So if that was the case, what's the next step up from Division One? Is the pros. So that was like my whole philosophy behind it. So when that happened, that's what really made me take the jump because I'm like, all right, I can play. So I went and started playing semi-pro. Bang, moved up from there, won a national championship. Went on from there, got invited to the combine. Bang, go overseas. Then I meet my agent, all that stuff happens. Then just networking, the same networking I used to be on top of this, I was using it in football because it wasn't even in football. It's not always about your talent and it's about who you know and who can put you in those doors and in those rooms. And I was meeting the right people to put me in those doors and those rooms, even though I know Joe Smo is better and played longer than me. But I know, behind the computer, and also I can still back it up with my feet, That's just how, I was able to kind of translate everything, bro. And from then, like I said, just DJ thing, and then like I said, now it's like a pinch me thing because it's like, man, bro, I DJ every bar that I've been in that I had to pay to get in. You know what I mean? I'm good. Especially here, it means something. It does mean something because this is home. This is something like it's you start at a point where, like you said, you're like what is it? You're a consumer. You know what I mean? And so I'm paying to get into these parties. I'm paying to do it now. I am the party, bro. And that's what's amazing about it. I go into and it's not even just about the adults, and making sure they have a good time. What it's really about is that I get a chance to really inspire the kids. Ice Hogs, the Rivets, the YMCA, Rockford Park District. All of these places I named places I'm partnered with and I do events through. So they give me the ample amount of opportunity to be able to reach the next kid or inspire the next kid to maybe do what I do or something better, you know? And that's really what it's about, bro. Like, it's not about the person that's coming out to get drinks every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, I really touch I really touch the kids, bro. Like, I really do.
Inspire them.
Yeah, and it's and you know, I can't say like I could be a role model. That's what you want me to be, you know. But am I gonna sit here and say I am the role model? No, I'm not gonna sit there and say. But I will say that I know that I lead by example, and every move that I make, I know that they're watching me. You know I make mistakes. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm perfect. No, I'm not. That's where a lot of people get it messed up. They look at someone that's up on a pedestal like this, and they're like, "Oh, he must just everything's perfect." No, bro, I go through stuff just like you do. You know, it's life. It's just that's how everything crumbles. But yeah, bro, it's really just about being a pillar in the community to kids, and then also, like I said, about providing the fun that I can for the adults as well. You know, so at the end of the day, it is also about that person getting drinks because I know that they might have had a rough week. You know, the boss might have been on their ass. You know, bro might be going through a breakup. You know, heck, both of his girls might be there. He don't know which one to choose. You know, there's all different types of worlds and different types of things going on in these different environments, bro. That you don't know about it, but you're a cure to it. Right. You know, and that's the biggest thing, bro. I'm the X factor, bro. Like, and that's not even where the X's even come from. It really, in a way, it does. But like, honestly, bro, it's just like I know that when you put it in a formula, like, and you implement me, it's always the problem's gonna be solved every time, bro. Every time, like every time. It's and that's where it's like the pitch me thing because I can post a flyer in a week, under a week and sell out, or I can go and be in front of tens of thousands of people. You feel me? 5,000 people or whatever the hell it is, you know. And it's like it's not just on the weekends either, bro. This is all during the week too. You know what I mean? This ain't just this. Don't stop Friday, Saturday, Sunday for me, bro. Because I'm also a CEO and a whole nother city as well. You know, so on top of the stuff in the community and even the basketball events or whatever I do during the week, I'm still also have a whole nother factor that I am. So it's not like I'm just behind the boards, bro. Yeah. You know, I'm really in this for the culture of everything, the kids, the music industry, you feel me? Like everything, bro. So like, yeah, this is really my life. A lot of guys, like I'm not saying a lot of guys, it's just what they do it for, but like a lot of guys are just the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, and I'm not knocking them on that, bro. But like this is my life, bro.
That's fine, bro. No, definitely respect to you.
Yeah, bro. So that's my pitch me, bro, because it's like, starting on my nanas and just wishing for that laptop, and then you sitting here, I'm sitting here at a sold out BMO arena where I grew up, seeing wrestling, seeing the Ice Hogs, seeing the Raptors, the Lightning, you feel me? Seeing everything my whole life, bro. Now I'm in control.
That's great.
You get what I'm saying, bro?
What was it like the first time that you DJ'd?
Nerve-wracking. It was so nerve-wracking, bro. I couldn't even enjoy it, bro. Like, just because I wanted it to go so well, because like my first time was really it was like a trial, not even a trial, but it was like a test run. Like, let's see if this even works. Because if it doesn't work,
What you open with? Like, how do you start? Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, how nervous.
How did I even start, bro? You want to know when I first knew it was on the way?
Mm.
Just did a lot of studying. I was in my room. I think I even went to the extent of buying the NHL package, bro, on my TV, on my YouTube TV, and I was just watching hockey games.
Okay.
But I'm not watching the hockey. I'm listening to the stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to that. Then I'm also going to the last 2, 3 hockey games that have been made, download those, I'm going through their track list, you know, and as you listen to these songs through Spotify, it starts an algorithm, you know.
Right.
So then the algorithm starts picking up other things you hear, and then by the time as
similar to song.
yeah, so it's just like having a game plan in sports, bro. Like once you like you build this game plan and you know where you're going with it, now the game plans do change on game day, for sure. But like when you build something when you build an infrastructure that you know is solid, it's gonna work every time. It's kind of hard to, especially when you prepare, like the show. So like I would say like I really just broke it down to a science, bro, and just did a bunch of things that, like I said, just diving in, even if it was some songs I didn't know or didn't, But it's like I'm not new to hockey. I've been watching hockey before my son was born.
Okay.
I've been going to ice hockey games since before my son was born. You know what I mean?
I've never been. I gotta.
Bro, I used to go to every NHL game. Like NHL 2K5 is like one of my favorite track lists of all time, bro. Like, but like, yeah, like I said, bro, I was able to my whole childhood. I was able to like formulate from that all the way up, and then be able to provide something that's fun and loving for like the community for sure. So that's
I remember I used to play a hockey game on Sega Genesis.
yeah. I know exactly which one you're talking about too.
And then you basically you would end up fighting the you know what I'm saying, like your opponent or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's also a big part of it too. The fighting is a fun part too. That stuff, like yeah. I mean, the whole experience was fun, bro. But like I said, I wasn't even able to enjoy it at first, bro, because like I just wanted it to go perfect, you know. And shoot, like I started it off. I think, like I said, I started it off with Thor's. It's a song called Thor by Jaleel, which was on like the video game. It was on NHL 2020, like 3 or something like that. You feel me?
Okay.
And it's like when you first press start, that was the song that played.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I'm thinking like, all right, so they'll probably know, especially if they play video, if they play, especially because they keep the ice hogs in the video games. But I'm like, they would know that. So like started there, built around that, nailed it, bro.
Fire.
They loved it, even though there was yeah, it went pretty good. There's a couple things they wanted me to work on. No, actually, there was one thing they were like, it needed to stand out more, it needed to be more different. Like, they kind of pushed me, which I'm glad they did, because they wanted to hear something different that they hadn't heard before.
Yeah.
So then I had to get back in the gym, bro.
How did they tell you?
Was
it like kind of like?
No, it was a meeting. We had a meeting. And I appreciate them because they was honest, bro. A lot of guys wouldn't have told me or would have tried to like stroke my ego or something like that. No, this is what we want. This is how we're going to do this. Not even what they wanted, but they were like, this is kind of what we were expecting, So the next time it's like, now it's up to me to step up to the plate, and it took some soul searching, bro. That was hard, bro. That was really, it took because it was like, I forgot how long it was until I was back, but that whole time, bro, I'm just trying to find it, bro. But like, I found it. Like, it was one night, bro. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, you want to know what it was, bro? It was something it wasn't even, I was watching something on TV, bro. It had nothing to even do, but what I saw and what I heard on TV, I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
I said, that's it.
I get that.
And then after that, I went and then just to test my theory.
Right.
My theory was right. So then ever since then, like I said, I'm back for my second season. We just made it to the second round of the playoffs. I think this is my first full year. So this next season will be my second season. But right, I did it because before I did games like here and there, but this was like the first season where I knew I was back every.
The whole shit.
Yeah, I think I'm gotta remember. I gotta look back. I think I've done close to over. I'm in double digits of games with them for sure. Or, no. Just like the Rivets. Rivets, I did a whole season, like every home game. Then we, for schedules, to save me, because I ended up starting getting busier where I couldn't be there for every home game. So now it's like, all right, we're going to get you for these dates. So we leave everything else open for you so you can still flourish in your business, which is definitely respected. So I'm not just stuck being there. You know what I mean? And not being able to, because there were some things I had to break because I made this commitment to them already.
Right.
I told them I'll be there. But yeah, bro. Overall, bro, I still can't believe it, bro. It's a lot of guys that helped me get to this point. I can't sit here and say it by myself. I'd like shout out, Further Lead, Quez, Bet on Yourself, Auburn High School, man, even the DJs, AG, Baltimore, Rick Monster, Polo, Big C, Wiz, Biz One, may rest in peace. Even if I didn't name you, just know if, been around, you played a part in this too. Even to my homies Lamont, and Wavy behind the cameras, for me, to Marcus. Like this all wasn't, I didn't get to this point because of just by myself. I swear a lot of guys get lost, they get so caught up in the me, and what I did. I wouldn't be here without my girl, without my cousin Ricky, without my mom, like without my family, my son, especially my son. My son drove all of this. He's my engine, like in my heart. Like without him, he plays high. Okay, so that's why I went and got the ice. He's a stud at baseball. Always has been. That's why I went and got the Rivets. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of the things that I do that's driven from him. It's not even because I didn't, bro. Like, I love it. But like, just being honest, like, I don't know if I would have been so driven to DJ for the Ice Hogs if I didn't know he loved. I've been taking him to hockey games since he was 2 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's been watching the ice. He's been watching hockey since he could realize and know what was going on. Even when he couldn't, he would just follow the puck and follow the players. He was real fascinated by it. So going from that to like being spectators, just bring them to the games. Now I'm in the game. Like for real. Like even like I make a joke like because this the video game. Whenever the music plays, I say that's me. So like technically I'm in the game. Really, I'm not. I'm not. But like just stuff like that. It's just stuff I can share with him. Um, and he can learn not just from me, but also be around that winning nature of other players, coaches, staffers. That's what it's about. End of the day, um, you know, just for him to be able to enjoy the stuff that I built, um, whether I win an award or not. Um, I know in his eyes I'm a champion. I know in people's eyes I'm a champion, and I hold myself at that. Bro, I built something to a point where like there's nobody doing what I'm doing, and there's nothing that nobody can take from me. And it ain't like I'm stepping on nobody's toes or anything, but when I look at what I do and how I do it, yeah, it's me. Like I'm really, like I said, I don't have no safety net. I don't have Monday through Friday another check. These checks, every dollar cent goes to my son and my fucking well-being, bro. So this is it, bro. And that's why I go so hard for everyone. Bro. That's why, bro. Like I give you my everything, and I'm in pain 90% of the time due to my accident. Do I show it? No. Like I deal with that at home. If I'm out for 2 days, 3 days, then so be it, bro. But like I really put my I'm sweating at the end. You feel me? I'm in my tank top at the end, bro. I'm really out of breath sometimes, When I'm done, bro, my knees, my everything is swollen, bro. Like I'm not just out here to look cool, bro. I treat this like it's a game, bro. I put my 1,000% into it, bro. So that when I go home, I can sit there and look in the mirror and say I really did give everything. And I feel like it wouldn't be respected and the people wouldn't feel it if I wasn't,
Yeah.
Like
you would see the difference in the crowd.
100%, bro. And that's why I make sure even when I'm having the worst day of my life, they'll never be able to tell it. I mean, it's gonna look like the best day ever. I can guarantee it. And it's not, and that's just something sports, bro. That mental, that you got a big game, but your favorite cousin just passed away. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Even back then, like you didn't know that that's what that was building you for, but like, yeah, bro, like that's the type of stuff like, like I said, arguments, you get into it with your loved ones, whatever. You gotta be able to blank that out and still realize that there's another person that might be going through something worse than you that needs you more than you need to even take care of your own self. That's why also recharging yourself is big too. It really is, bro, because if you don't recharge, bro, you won't have nothing left for nobody, bro. So like when I do long events, bro, and I know I have long weeks, bro, that's why, bro, it's hard to get in touch with you, bro, because I really detach myself from my phone, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really put it away. Or if I'm on it, I'm not on it to be on it. Like, like how it's used now. It used to be used only when you needed it to. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. People forgot the whole origin of what a cell phone was for. It wasn't for you to be communicating on it all day. You know what I mean? So like me, bro, like put my phone down, bro, and I focus on my family, and I focus on my videos, I focus on the things that make me happy, bro. And so, and me being able to do that makes me be able to bring back the ultimate show or the ultimate experience for everyone else every time. Yeah.
How do you feel about like what's your take on the hip hop scene here in Rockford?
Man, that's a great question. Cause honestly a love-hate relationship with it because I love the artists that are really about their music, really about their craft.
Mm.
You feel me? But I hate the ones that do a lot of talking. They provide opportunities, but then they be the same people that are, oh, there's no opportunities. Well, if you would have listened, especially to like me, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm telling you there's an opportunity out there, and you're like, yeah, okay, sign me up.
Mm.
And then I sign you up, and then you don't come, and then you see Joe Schmo or somebody might have got an opportunity from it. And you're like, why isn't it me? Well, you didn't, bro. Come on, dude. Or like even like with the radio, like I was on the radio, bro. You know, it costs to be on the radio. I don't give a damn where you're at, especially when you get to these stations that actually have their BMI license and all that stuff. You know, where you're getting paid per spin off of when we spin it. You know what I mean? Or the BDM or whatever. It's something. That's something like that. I've been out of touch with the radio stuff for a second. But you're getting that. But anywho, I'm offering this at an affordable rate. I'm not hitting you over the head. I'm not doing anything. This is on. Besides WGCI and what's the other one? I can't think of. Power 106.3 for hip hop. One of the biggest platforms to be on in Chicago, which was Illinois radio. Shout out my boy, my boys in Illinois, all of you guys, bro. Appreciate y'all. So Illinois Jones too, bro. Miss you, brother. But I get this opportunity and nobody really wants to take it. And I even put it down, the price down to $25 just to see. You know, I did different type of methods. It was so, bro. I had more people buy out of town than I did in my own city. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy to be like that.
Yeah, it does, and I understand. I get it, but I don't understand it because when you're complaining about that, there's nothing for artists or and stuff like that, and really it is. Like I brought so much stuff here, bro. I got to a point where I gave up. What's the point? You know what I mean? Like honestly, what's the point? Even though I know there's another artist, but it's a lot of artists that just they talk, but they don't do, bro. So me, I had to like even step back, and that's when I went back, and now you see me doing my thing in Milwaukee too. You know, it's all these, it's a whole different atmosphere, bro. And not even just on the fact of like music being created, the consistency, people knowing that you're gonna have to pay to make it. It's not just gonna fall in your lap. You know what I mean? It's even about how they come together. You feel me? Like it's a complete. It is a complete difference that I want to implement here, but we gotta all be willing to do that. So that's where my love-hate relationship is, because we can't come together. We can't use the resources that's been given. I literally broke my back for 7, 8 years meeting all these damn people for you, not for me. I don't rap. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm bringing stuff to the table, I'm telling you, and you're not using the resources, it hurts. So then now I'm gonna stop and like be like, forget it, you know? But like that's where my love hate is, because if it's I respect the ones and I'm really for the ones that really are about it, really professional, really about their craft. Every single one of them, and they know who they are because they take it just as serious as I do. Just like how I take my work, I see them take their work. That's why it's a mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that's just I do it for the clothes and the hoes, whatever the hell you want to say. You know what I mean? Like I'll never be able to connect or be able to get behind that, because this stuff has to be organic. organic, it has to come from the soul. It has to really come from a place of like deprivation, bro. It comes like what we create comes from a different place, bro. It comes from hurt, it comes from anger, it comes from happiness, it comes from all these emotions, bro. But it's about how you're able to paint that picture with the emotions on, because every emotion's a different color, bro. So you got to be able to still paint a picture that people are able to see. And when you're able to do that, that's why they call you an artist, bro. Like that's literally why they call you an artist.
Paint a picture with words.
With words, you know. And I'm able to paint a picture. They're not my words. I'm not saying them, but I can manipulate the words to tell you exactly how I'm feeling, or how I feel about someone, or how I feel about the room, or what the room is making me feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm able, like I've gotten it down to such a detail, like that. You know, like that's how, like I could tell you my story through music all day. I could put you through a soundtrack right now and you could understand for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
And so it's like that's the different aspect that I like come from. Like I come from this shit in like a complete different side. It's like kind of like mad. I kind of like look at it in a way of like samples, but then I also look at it in a way of like saying if I was this artist rapping this, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's like
If you had to pick 3 artists, music artists, that describe Billi Hendrixx, DJ Billi Hendrixx, what 3 artists would you pick?
oh man, Travis Scott, Future, and either Mac Miller or Coldplay.
Sure.
Most, most, yeah, because it's like the reason why I say that is because for me, Future, Travis both played a big part in like my music history. Travis, I, I knew who Travis was before anybody knew who Travis was. Still was 5,000, 10,000 plays. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing. That's how I know I was a DJ too, bro. It's because I always how guys be up on shoes, bro. It's how I was with music, bro. I was always finding the new artists like Travis Scott's and stuff like that, the Lil Uzis. I'm showing them to my homie. They're telling them that, oh, he sucks. He's garbage. Then the next year, they're playing his whole album from front to back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but like, no, Travis just, being a true innovator. Future also was a trendsetter for, I would say, our culture of music and where it was going. He's definitely been, and it's not even just about he makes just good music in general. You know what I mean? And it's also like, if you know me, it's also it's little things that they know, my homies know, like, so like that's why I said Future, Travis, I'd say, and it's like also like because I could be real energetic too, like I always bring that energy. I'm always that aura. Like whenever I walk in a room, bro, that's kind of like. And I don't want. I wish I didn't have it like that, but it's like, oh, he's here. So it's like I know those two guys really have that too. But I'd say that Mac Miller and Coldplay. That's just the calm. That's just the zen part of the It's like but even like Travis and future, bro. They're still laid back too. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, though, like they, they turn up as well. Like they don't just get them twisted for fucking being, you know, who they are. You know, like. But then, like I said, Coldplay and Black Brother is just because at the end of the day, bro, the truth just vibe, bro. I don't harm nobody, bro. I'm about positivity. I'm about peace, bro. About bringing people together. While you know, man, through all aspects, you know, whether we're playing basketball or we're, you know, partaking in smoking or whatever, bro. You know, yeah, like it's just a. I'm just a good person to be around if you're able to be around me, because you know, I don't really let a lot of people around me because, like I said, it's that energy. That energy you can't share with everybody, bro. And not everybody's worth it. Not saying that's not like some like worthiness, like king type shit, but it's like, you know, some people like really can take that energy away from you, bro. Yeah, and you can't let people kill your energy or kill the light that you do bring. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. So it's like, even when that's another thing. People talk to me, bro. People don't know how like I really think. People just think I'm like some. I don't know. They probably think. Hey, if you knew my life from like Snap and Instagram, bro, you probably just think I eat, smoke weed, and I don't have no type of smart. Like I'm not smart. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I mean? But I think 10 times harder than the normal person. I'm always on not knowing just about myself, but everything that's going on around me. Even though I act like I don't, bro. Like I do, and that's the best thing because everybody thinks they always have one up on me or something. At the end of the day, I'm like 100 steps ahead, bro. And that's why I treat everyone accordingly, bro. Like a lot of people can't get by on me because I've been through a lot, I've seen a lot, bro. And I just know what's supposed to be near me and what's not. And to keep that protected, sometimes I just don't have anything near me at all. And it's better for everyone because it's like I can then be the person I need to be, not just for myself, my family, but also for you or any other person that you do come across that's worthy enough to be around and be able to build things with, you know. Because like I said, not every your energy's not for everyone, bro. That's how you end up burnt out or in a position you don't want to be in, bro. And then you wondering why shit not going right. You know what I mean? Because you're not even, for the universe, you're not even in the right circle or the right environment for it to even flourish. So,
I get that for sure.
yeah, bro. But,
what are your social media? Where can the people find you? Can they check you out?
man, bro,
Cooking, something like that.
you can find me on Facebook, Billi Hendrixx, BILLI Hendrixx, HENDRIX. You can find me on Instagram, DJ Billi Hendrixx with 2 X's because someone already got the one with 3 X's. I'm trying to get it from him, but he don't want to change it. Then I'm also on Snapchat. I've been messaging him like crazy, bro. Snapchat, DJ Billi Hendrixx, with just 2 X's because they're on the same shit. Then my number is, I'm joking. But yeah, bro, that's really it. Then if you want to book me, shoot, hit my DM. And man, I'm always ready to work. I stay ready. I'm always here. Like I said, I'm 10 toes in this, so
Are you DJing for
this is a lifestyle.
for when King Louis and on May 10th?
Yeah, man, I'm DJing there. I'm DJing Guilford's Prime. I'm gonna be bouncing between both of them that day. So I'm I'm gonna be at both, but I'll be at both for sure. For sure. I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna be shout out Chris Jeebus. Shout out the whole family, man. Y'all been nothing but good to me too. Even me, you, bro. It's been a blessing. And I look forward to what we build and what we continue to have going on with these shows. Like I said, bringing a different aspect, a whole different fun and inventive way, an innovative way. It's crazy, bro. Like, and we don't got to talk too much about it, but you know what I mean, bro. It's just a whole different atmosphere that people can come enjoy and chill and not be on edge either, you know. So the fact we provide that is can't beat it. It's excellent.
I hear that. I'm gonna be performing on that one too. May 10th.
May 10th,
Yeah.
May 10th, for sure.
Yeah.
May Fearsome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be epic, man.
Yeah, the ones like all these events, and definitely shout out to Chris Jeebus and Boston Buds.
Boston Buds, how did I forget my brothers, man? Yeah, I know a sponsorship's coming with Boston too. I'm waiting on it, man. We got some stuff we're gonna cook up this summer though. Just wait on it. Yeah, bro.
A lot of great things are seems like a lot of great things are brewing right now.
Best thing to do is just to stay silent and just keep working, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's it, bro. I just let that's really the biggest part. It's just I stay silent and just keep going, bro. Even if I get something, I know I have it, bro. There's something else you could be doing. There's something else that's going on. You know what I mean? So it's always that next man mentality, bro. And that's the best way just to be, bro. Just stay humble, stay out the way, do your thing, and everything else gonna play.
You're doing also Snake the Goats event too, right? May 2nd, is that?
May 2nd, 3rd. It's one of the two for sure. My schedule is so crazy right now, bro. I don't have a free weekend until it look like July. Like right now, July, August.
Yeah.
So right now, bro, I'm just
work. Like the song says.
matter of fact, I'm just keep God first, bro. That's all I can do right now.
That's dope, man. Definitely.
And watch WWE while we at it. So, you
wanna,
watch wrestling, bro?
I want to take my son with if they ever come to hear the BMO.
Oh yeah, you gonna catch me. I'm gonna be front row. You gonna see my big ass right there at the entrance for sure. I watch it,
That's
bro.
right.
Oh, I love wrestling, bro. They do a good job.
I remember back in the day, like Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Bret the Hitman Hart, the Hardy Boys. I remember I met them. And then when they had the chick with them too.
Lita.
Yeah.
I met Matt Hardy here at Cracker Barrel out here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was crazy. My mom just told that story like on Easter. But like, I met him. I met a bunch of them. King, Undertaker, all of them. Bro. I love me some wrestling, bro.
I put my son onto it recently, last summer, and it was like hella thrilled about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I want to take him whenever I don't know. I gotta look into the schedule or whatever. But if they ever bring WWE here, WMO, I want to take him.
That's where it starts. You don't start something, bro. I'm telling you. That's where the fun at, bro. That's how I started. My first match I went to after that I was him before that, but then after that it was over with. Now I'm 30.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I remember I got to go to I think it was like WrestleMania.
No way.
I don't remember which one it was, but I remember that it's when Undertaker, for Bret the Hitman Hart, I think it was. And I think I remember, I think it was Bret the Hitman Hart because I had bought I don't know if you remember the shades.
The shades he wore.
The pink joints?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had bought one of those shits. And then, and I remember he had lost because I think there was like a girl like right in my road, or maybe like right next to me, or like two people down or some shit, or maybe the row in front, and the girl was like crying OD because he had lost.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
But man, that was part of the Undertaker streak, man. They couldn't at that time. They didn't know, but like, shoot, Undertaker couldn't lose that streak, man.
Yeah, man,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a goal of mine, is to make it to WrestleMania. That's like
yeah.
Cross that off the bucket list.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, yeah, man. Definitely appreciate you sharing your time, bro.
So thanks for having me, brother.
Anything else you wanna?
Man, shout out my family, shout out my mom, shout out my dad, shout out everyone that believed in me, man. Shout out everyone that still believe in me. I don't do this for me. I do this for us. I do this for the community. I do this for the person that don't believe that they can do it. I do this for the ones that do believe that they can do it. So pretty much, man, I do this for everyone. So this ain't just about me. We all win. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, because I wouldn't be here without y'all. So I really mean that too. So,
That's fine, man.
sure.
It's Billi Hendrixxx, DJ Billi Hendrixxx, episode 34. It's a Kid Stranger, Imperio Records and Imperio TV, and we are out.
Peace.
I appreciate you.
Always. Thank you for having me, bro. Sore as hell, bro. I did this damn paintballing yesterday, bro. Fucked myself up, bro.
Man.
Bro, I'm talking about, bro. I fell out with it for my boy's birthday, bro. Yeah, we first run out there, bro. I fall right into a damn. Into the damn, bro. I run full force into the wall, smack it to the point where my